What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for C Limited with the ticker symbol SE. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So I look at C Limited every Thursday, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a like. That tells me that you guys like to see these type of videos, and it helps out the channel. So let's take a look at C Limited since last Thursday. There was a good chance it would have continued moving lower. However, Thursday was the low, and then Friday, you can see the price continued to move up shortly after. So it looks like there was a double bottom at that $35 level. Sellers cannot push down any lower. That's a good sign, and we made another leg up. So this is one leg up in the past. Right over here, price pulled back. This is the second leg up, targeting the 40.59 level, and we did see resistance there. But then on Wednesday, we saw a nice push through it, and today we even saw follow through. So this tells me that this second leg is most likely different from the first leg. And since we got back above that $40 level, it's a good sign. I think there's a good momentum towards this price action. So we can probably draw an upward channel for C Limited now. So let's see how far and how long this uptrend channel remains intact. As right now, it looks pretty good. I like how C Limited is back above this $40 level, which was prior support, and it turned into slight resistance back here in mid-September. Price sold off, could not continue any lower, just made a double bottom. That was also a possibility. Obviously, price can find support and push up higher, but again, it could have just as easily continued working its way down. But since it did find support, and we're seeing a nice rally out of that support, there's a good chance this will continue much higher, especially because the market is also looking like it's ready to bounce and reverse, such as the SPY. So I'm looking for possibly a gap fill. So there's a huge gap right here. Whenever price is going towards the gap, it can act as a target. And to completely fill in the gap, price will need to reach the mid-50s. So that would be a potential target in play. I think first, the nearest resistance would be this downward trend line. I don't think this is a channel because we didn't even reach the lows that well. You can see that we came up short of it back here in August, so we can go and remove this. And most likely it's just a downward trend line off of these swing highs. So this would be the first resistance C Limited would face, and it's quite a bit of ways. So I think the 47s, the high 40s would be the nearest resistance for price. And then we might be able to see a gap fill. So there's a good chance this might not even hold, and we'll probably see a break through it. So C Limited made two large legs down. You can see that's where these arrows represent. That's one leg down, two legs down, double bottom at the measure move target, which is a good sign. Big gap fill attempt, and we're seeing a strong reversal right to that $40 level and momentum towards the upside. So this is looking pretty good. I think we can clean up some of the chart. We can remove this and these other drawings on the chart. They no longer are in play, and we could focus on the more near-term price action. So again, I'm looking for this trend line as resistance. We can always just push through it. We have a nice momentum towards that 40 up towards that gap fill at the mid 50s. We have this nice uptrend channel in play. Looks like this second leg is not part of this first leg up because it exceeded the measurable target by a decent amount. So this is looking pretty good. Nothing's guaranteed. This is just a prediction. We can always just pull back lower. But I think even if we do, the $40 level needs to act as support. If it does, I think we're going to see much more higher prices. The only downside is if we break through it, it might act as resistance again for lower prices. I think that's unlikely based on the market sentiment and how the market is looking and how C Limited is looking. This is looking like it wants to continue to push up higher. So it's looking pretty good. I'm looking for the gap fill. It can start filling the gap right around the mid 40s, and then we're probably going to see the mid 50s. And then from there, if price can get back inside this yellow range, something like this, let's just say it does something like this, then we can see probably the high 80s. That would be the next easiest target for the bulls to reach. I think they can do that if they get back above the mid 50s. As right now, let's just see if they can first fill in this gap. C Limited is in a bottoming pattern. Again, it's not guaranteed to play out as a bottoming pattern, but it is showing the signs of a bottoming pattern. And what is a bottoming pattern is when you see a downtrend gets a break and you see two large attempts down, and right when you see price meet that second measure move target or the measure move target, that's when price can reverse out of there. So this is looking pretty good. We had a downtrend and we saw a break of it, which shows signs of weakness. Then we saw two pushes lower, which tells me that the sellers tried to reignite that downtrend. They tried multiple attempts to start that downtrend back in play, and they failed because we saw a nice rejection from that $35 level, and we're seeing nice follow through towards the upside. So this week is looking pretty bullish. There's a good chance it will probably continue to close bullish on Friday. And again, my prediction is a gap fill mid 50s. We are definitely overextended from the EMA, so that's another target on the weekly chart. Again, nothing's guaranteed. This is all just a prediction. We can always just continue lower, but as right now, this is showing signs of strength, signs of weakness by the bears, signs of strength by the bulls. I think we're going to see higher prices for C Limited. So this is looking pretty good, and it might be a permanent bottom. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see at the end of the day. Only the future will tell. But as right now, like I said before, this is a bottoming pattern. It might bottom right over here, and we could probably see a confirmed uptrend in the future. So let's see how this develops. As right now, that's a lot for C Limited. I'll give you guys an update most likely next week, Thursday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.